Whether or not you agree with Christmas hats being worn before December, this is all for a good cause. And one of Great Britain's newest para-athletes is fully behind it.
So I was an ambassador for the Walking Home for Christmas campaign last year. I managed to walk a massive 2 miles, which doesn't sound like a lot, but without any ankles or knees, it felt like a lot to me, and I was absolutely sweating buckets by the time I got to the train station at the other end. But I've got no problem running that kind of distance, but walking it in microceles is a bit of a different story. But yeah, I think the longest last year was 203 miles, which I think was a trek from Edinburgh to Newcastle, which is some big commute on its own, let alone to walk it. So that was, I think, took the #1 spot last year.
Dave knows all too well the difficulties in making the adjustment to civilian life, which is why this campaign is something he's happy to promote.
It's very easy to identify an amputee as someone who suffered from a war injury. Those physical injuries are very easy to identify, and they're very easy to therefore support. However, the long-term problems, and certainly the long-term psychological problems, which might not show themselves for a while, are very difficult and sort of crop up once you're out of sight of the military welfare system, which can be one of the reasons why people find themselves on the street. So actually this continuing long-term support is so important.
Dave joined the Walk of Britain team at HMS Victory when they were a few hundred miles from the end. Made up of 6 veterans who were wounded in Afghanistan, the team crossed the finish line at Buckingham Palace at the weekend, having completed a 1,000-mile walk in just 10 weeks. The British and American servicemen and women raised almost £100,000 for Walking with the Wounded, as well as awareness of the work the charity undertakes. But after a short break, they promised they'll be back on their feet for Walking Home for Christmas.
The whole idea, the whole concept is just to ditch public transport, ditch your car and walk home from work or to work or whatever during that Christmas period and raise some money around it for our Home Straight programme.
And having walked 1,000 miles after Walk of Britain, you know, you looking forward to your walk home for Christmas?
Can't wait. Well, to be fair, I think it's going to be a bit of a doddle because we're pushing about 20 miles a day, something like that, with this walk. So I've got no problem with banging in another day up to Christmas. I'll have a little bit of time off before I do that, though, I think.
Remember, this challenge is for everyone. To get involved, just visit www.walkingwiththewounded.org.uk and sign up. It costs £10 for a fundraiser pack, and the challenge runs any time between the 12th and the 26th of December. Cath, Brazier, Forces News, Portsmouth.